How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm out for my annual ice fishing trip. So I'm going to be making my way back to some backcountry ponds right now, where we're going to spend the next 3 days and 2 nights winter camping and fishing for brook trout. Let's go. So 5 minutes ago it was a beautiful sunny day. Now it's snowing pretty good, so I just had to stop and put my jacket on. But yeah, the trail's actually in really good condition. Someone was in here, looks like probably about a week ago, on an ATV and broke the trail. So I haven't even put my snowshoes on yet, which is nice. Well, spring is coming, folks. Not much snow left on the trail here. Good boy, Goose. Good boy. Let's go. Looks like there was a moose hanging out here at some point. Got these trees all scraped down. There's less snow than I thought there was going to be, guys, especially in the open areas like this. But my sled is sliding across this bog pretty good, so it's all good so far. Soon gonna come to another pond now that we got to cross, so hopefully conditions will be okay for that. So crossing the next pond now. So we gotta go up to the end of this one and pick up the trail again. And one more pond to cross after this one, and we'll be at our final pond of the day where I'm gonna set up camp. Well, just stopped for a little break now. So it's a spot here where I had my canvas tent set up 2 years ago, I believe. Spent a few days in here fishing. Millie's tongue is hanging out now. You're getting tired already, aren't you? You gotta slow down, boy. You gotta pace yourself. Goose is going flat out there. He's got about 20 pounds on his back in his backpack. Got all the dog food plus a few more supplies. So Millie here rolled an otter shit. You can see it still coming off of her onto the ice. That's what that is, that brown stuff. Back on the first pond, she found a big pile of otter shit and she rolled around in it, and it stinks. So that's going to be a problem I'm going to have to deal with later before we get into the tent. I'm going to have to try and wash her off somehow. Anyway, let's just carry on. Still got a ways to go. Beautiful time of year now, guys. All the brooks are running. Just look at this little brook here that runs right down alongside the trail. It goes right down through here. All right, guys, so we're at the second last pond right now, and this is where the snowmobilers come to get out onto this pond. And as you can see, the ice is completely gone here. Yeah, I gotta find a way around this myself now. I gotta be real careful here because that ice right there is gone. I gotta try and haul my sled across here and just trim around the shore. Once I get it clear of this brook, I should be okay again. Put the dogs on a leash, on their leashes right now, try and haul my sled across this little bit of water, and hopefully once I get around this point here, I'll be able to be back in the clear again. Come here. Good girl. Okay, we got around that bad spot. Millie just fell in the water right here, but it's real shallow, so it's all good. The mink tracks here. All right, gonna let the dogs run again. We should be good to go again now. Here, Goose. Stay, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say the ice conditions are worse than I expected, so I'm glad I decided to come out this weekend, because we get another few mild days now. This is going to be gone completely. And when we get up at the end of this pond, a short trail through the woods that leads us out to the pond that I'm going to camp on. All right, we're going to go up here, up in this spruce stand, set up camp. Oh, just chopping up some firewood now. I got most of my camp set up, so soon going to be heading out on the ice to do some fishing. But I was just chopping my wood, and it got me to thinking. This is something that I've been meaning to mention on one of my videos for a while now. But swinging an axe when you're out in the woods like this is probably one of the most high-risk things that I'm going to be doing out here, or that I do out here. So whenever you're swinging an axe, there's always a chance that it could glance off something, it could come back and hit you in the leg or hit you in the arm or something, and you can do some serious damage with one swing of an axe if it goes south on you. So, two things I always carry with me. You know, you got to keep in mind, I'm several kilometers back in the country here now on foot, so if something happens and I hit myself with the axe or something, I could get myself in serious trouble. So two things that I carry in my first aid kit. This is just a first aid kit that I put together myself. It has a bunch of different stuff in it. I'm not going to go through everything right now, but two things that I think you guys should have with you if you don't when you're out doing this kind of stuff. First of all is this thing right here. It's an emergency trauma bandage. So this is designed for like a severe wound, heavy bleeding. Yeah, it says right here, designed for fast response to severe bleeding. And it comes with everything you need to put it on. It shows you the instructions right on the back of it here. Shows you exactly how to use it. And the other thing here is this turning kit. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with these or not, but this can save your life. So basically what this is, you wrap it around. Say I hit myself in the forearm with the axe and I'm bleeding heavy. You wrap this around above the wound. It's designed to be able to cinch it down with this handle right here, and it basically cuts off the circulation to your arm or to your leg or whatever the case may be. and it will stop or at least significantly slow down the bleeding to the point where it'll buy you some time to try and get to help. So those are two things I highly suggest you guys put in your first aid kit if you haven't already. Okay, so we're out on the ice, gonna do some fishing. So last winter I caught some real nice trout right off these rocks right here. So that's the first place we're gonna try. Got some night crawlers I'm going to be using for bait on this trip. I also brought some of these just in case I run out of worms, so I might try some of those. But what I wanted to mention right now is, if you're still watching the video, you are going to have a chance to win a giveaway prize. So everything that I have in my tackle box right here, everything that's in there right now, it was all sent to me by Scott Martin from MFS Fishing Baits. So he sent me a big box of spinners and lures and stuff, and I just took a few out of the box just to use on this trip. Like I said, everything in here is from him, but I still have a ton of stuff at home. I'll throw a picture up on the screen of everything that he sent me. So everything that's left in that box I'm going to be giving away to one person. I'm also going to throw in one of my new hoodies, Langdon Outdoors hoodies with the Newfoundland symbol on the front. I'll put a picture of that up on the screen right now as well. And I may have something else to throw in, maybe a hat or something like that. I'll see what I got left at home. But yeah, one of you guys are going to have a chance to win the fishing lures and a hoodie and maybe something else. I'm not going to tell the details on how to enter right now. Maybe later when I'm sitting around the fire, I'll get back to that. But for right now, I want to get fishing, so stay tuned if you want to enter the giveaway. Alright guys, so I just came across the pond. I didn't have any luck at all in that first spot out from camp, which is straight across there. So the tent is pretty much straight across from us now up in the trees there. So yeah, I fished that first spot just out from camp and nothing. And then I just crossed the pond. I drilled 3 more holes right here. Oh, that rod just fell down. I don't think it's a bite though. I think it might have just fell over, but I gotta go check it anyways. Let's see. Yeah, my worm's still there. I think the wind just probably knocked it over. Yeah, like I was saying, no luck yet. So I'm gonna fish this spot right here for probably another hour or so, and then I'm gonna call it a day for the fishing. So I got a full day ahead of me tomorrow. I'm going to be out here pretty much all day tomorrow fishing around this pond, and I'll probably head back to the last pond back and fish that one a bit as well. But yeah, we got a full day of it tomorrow, so I'll give it another half hour, maybe an hour, and unless things pick up, then we may stay longer. But if not, I'm going to head back to camp, get the fire going, and start to warm myself up a little bit, get some food in me, and just kind of chill out by the fire for the evening. And like I said, we'll be back out here tomorrow and spend the day at it. All right guys, that's what we're looking for right there. So just hauled this guy up. So yeah, that's a decent little brookie there. Not too bad at all. So I was just losing my patience. I was starting to haul my lines up. I was going to head back to camp, and I took the line up from a hole just back here, and I got a hole drilled right by my sled here. So I decided to drop my line down in there just before I put my my line back in the sled. And as soon as I dropped it in that hole, this guy grabbed right onto it. So anyways, I'm going to stay for another few minutes, I think, because I always find with ice fishing, sometimes you can go hours and not get a bite, but all of a sudden they can hit on, and you can haul up half a dozen out of the same hole within 5-10 minutes sometimes. Not saying I'm going to be lucky enough for that to happen now, but we'll stick it out for another bit and see if we can get a couple of more. So I caught that one on the old Newfie spinner. moved down the pond a little bit, drilled a couple of new holes, and just pulled up this small guy. So Millie, don't you eat that hook. Yeah, I just pulled up this small one, so let me see if I can give him a better look at him. So I'm gonna let this one go. He's too small. Nice little trout, but looking for something a little bigger. Another small one. This one's kind of borderline. He's probably, I don't know, close to 8 inches, I guess, but I think I'm gonna throw him back. Like I said, we got another full day tomorrow, so I'm only trying to get a meal. If I get half a dozen keepers out of it, I'll be more than happy. So I'll let the smaller ones go. One more try. I keep saying I'm gonna head back to the tent, but I keep trying to get one more. Hoping to strike into a big one, but the big ones are eluding us so far. Alright guys, so we're back basically where we started out now, right out in front of camp. The tent is just up right here. And I just pulled up another small one. I'm gonna let this guy go. Yeah, there's a scattered trout around. They don't seem to be taking all that well. I don't think they're feeding very good. So I'm getting a few bites, just like little nibbles, and if you don't get them on the first attempt, it's like they don't come back. So anyways, there is a few trout around. Hopefully tomorrow they'll be feeding a little better, and hopefully we'll get into some bigger ones. But yeah, it's going on 6 o'clock now, and I'm starting to get cold, starting to get hungry, so we're soon going to call it, head back to the tent. What's going on, Goose? Here, this is the stick that Goose is playing fetch with. A waterlogged piece of juniper. I can barely throw it, it's so heavy. Oh, anyways guys, got the fire going. Just after I lit the fire, I realized that the wind, there's hardly any wind, but the little bit of wind that we have, it was blowing the smoke directly back into the tent. So I had to pick up the whole fire as it was just starting to get going, and I managed to move it all off to the side here. So got that done, got the kettle on, and I'm going to try to get some food going here before it starts to get dark. So I wish I could tell you guys that I had some gourmet food to cook up on the fire on this video, but it's actually quite the opposite. So I just got back from another camping trip yesterday. So I came home yesterday afternoon, dried out all my gear from that trip, stayed home last night, and then this morning I was right back out here again. So I didn't really have time to plan much for this trip. It was kind of rushed, and I didn't really have time to get any food together. So this morning I went to Canadian Tire, and they had these dehydrated meals on sale for $9 a pack. I think they're usually close to double that, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're usually like $17 a pack, but they were all on sale for $9 a pack. So I said, screw it, and I just bought a load of these. So that's pretty much all I have for food on this trip is these dehydrated meals and like a shitload of protein bars. So I don't have any other food other than protein bars, and then I bought 5 of these. So I got a bunch of different kinds here. I'll show you guys the different ones I have as I'm eating them throughout the weekend. 2 are like more breakfast meals, and then I got 3 that are more like dinner or supper meals. So I think tonight I'll do the creamy pasta and chicken. Try this one out, I guess. So I just got to boil some water now, pour it in, and get that rehydrating. Okay, so some of these dehydrated meals have a little line on the inside of the bag, tells you how much water to put in, but apparently these don't. So it just says 2 cups of water, so I'm going to measure it off with my coffee mug. Okay, so that's 1 cup. Two cups. Alright, so just got to give that a good stir now, close it up, and wait about 15 minutes, and that'll be good to go. You really got to stir these good. I learned that from experience, because a lot of the seasoning and the powder sticks to the bottom of the package, so you really got to get your fork or spoon right down in there and try and get everything up off the bottom, just to make sure it mixes well. Okay. Lay that off to the side. Alright guys, so while I'm waiting for that meal to rehydrate, I'll tell you guys how to enter the giveaway. So, well, first of all, I'm not going to put in the title of the video that this is a giveaway video, because in the past I've found that whenever I announce a giveaway in the title of the video, sure, it pulls new people in to watch the video and stuff and enter the giveaway, but I've found that a lot of times those new people, they're just in it for the giveaway, and you know, like I never hear from them again. It don't seem like they stay tuned to the channel a lot of the times. So I would rather not announce it in the title, and chances are, if you're watching this video still right now, you're watching because you enjoy the content and you enjoy my channel, and I want one of you guys to win the prize. So I'm not going to announce it as a giveaway video. So I want to say a big thanks to Scott Martin and MFS Fishing Baits for sending me out those fishing lures. So it was pretty generous of you. Thanks a million. Really appreciate it. And I think he sent similar packages out to a lot of the Newfoundland outdoor YouTube channels. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, thanks again. Make sure you guys go check out MFS Fishing Baits. I'll put a link down in the video for his website and Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to make it mandatory to go follow his page or whatever, because I don't know how I would really check on that. But anyways, go check him out. So in order to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is hit the like button on this video, leave a comment down below, and be a subscriber to my channel, and you'll automatically be entered. I'll pull a random name after about 2 to 3 weeks, and you will win the fishing gear, the hoodie, and the hat. So good luck to everyone. Thanks again for following along. Thanks for subscribing to my channel, and yeah, best of luck with the giveaway. Okay, this food should be done. Let's try this out. Creamy pasta and chicken. I'm going to keep expectations pretty low here. Shoot, you see, it's not for you, bud. It smells pretty good. It doesn't look very appetizing, but hopefully it tastes okay. Okay, so it's decent. It's pretty bland, not a lot of flavor, but anyways, it's about 500 calories in there, so it'll do the job for tonight. So I'm gonna enjoy this meal as much as I can here, and I'm just gonna boil the kettle, probably have a hot chocolate, and just sit by the fire for the rest of the evening. So we may check back later. If not, we'll check back in the morning. morning. So the fire feels really nice now. Had a pretty good chill after I got out of the sleeping bag, but I cut up some more firewood, so that warmed me up a little bit, and got the fire going, so it's throwing off a lot of heat right now. Sipping on a coffee, and I'm gonna have a quick breakfast here in a minute. So here's what's for breakfast this morning. Apple cinnamon cereal. I'll give that a try. So yeah, we had a good night. It wasn't overly cold. It was only supposed to go down to, I think, -2 last night Celsius. So nothing too major there. The wind, it was dead calm all night. Just before daylight, the wind started to gust up a bit. So it's a little bit windy here now. I thought it was supposed to be light winds all weekend, but I guess not. So anyways, hopefully it won't be too windy out on the pond today. But yeah, I'm just gonna have some coffee and breakfast, and we'll head back out on the pond. And I'm gonna be spending pretty much all day out there fishing, and hopefully we'll get a meal of trout to take home tomorrow. All right, guys, so just a few minutes into fishing here, and got the first trout of the day, but it's another small one, so seems to be a lot of small trout so far. Anyways, I'm gonna throw this guy back. He's a little on the small side. Hopefully we'll get into some bigger ones here. Well, the fishing has been super slow this morning. So I got that one small trout earlier that I threw back, and since then I haven't had a single bite. So real slow going here. So it's almost lunchtime right now. So I think the plan is going to be, I'm right up at the far end of this pond now, the pond that I'm camping on. But just off to the side of the camera here, there's a trail that leads up over a hill, and up on top of that hill there's another pond. So I think I'm gonna pack up here. I'm gonna head back to camp first, get the fire going again, kind of warm up by the fire a little bit, and have some lunch. And then I'm gonna pack up my gear, hike back down here, and take this trail, and we'll go up and hike up and check out that other pond and spend the afternoon up there, because there's just not much happening here at all in this pond. So anyways, the fishing may not be any better up there, but at least it'll give us a bit of a hike, do a bit of exploring, and you know, kind of pass away the afternoon. And you never know, there might be better fishing up in that other pond. So fingers crossed for that. But yeah, that's it, guys. Not much happening yet, but we're not going to give up yet. Still got all afternoon to spend out here. So hopefully we'll hook into some trout here eventually. What do you think of it all, Millie? Old stink dog. I'll tell you, it didn't smell too good in the tent last night, guys. Millie still got that stench of otter on her. I tried to like wipe her down a little bit with some snow and water yesterday, but didn't really make much difference. So didn't smell too great in the tent last night, and tonight's probably going to be the same. So I hate to tell you, Millie, but on the way home tomorrow, you're going to be stopping at the doggy wash before we go home. All right, guys, back on the trail. So I went back to the tent, had a little mug up, got warmed up by the fire, cut some firewood and stuff. Back there for probably about an hour or so, and now we're on the trail. We're trying to find my way up to this next pond. Oh, goose just took off after something. Probably a squirrel. Yeah, as you can see, somebody was up here in the last couple of weeks on a snowmobile. I'm just gonna follow their track because it's not really much of a trail, but I'm guessing they went to that pond, the pond that we're trying to get to. So lots of birch bark on some of these birch trees. This stop and stock up on some of that on the way back. Help get the fire going. Whew. So this is all uphill now. Probably doesn't look like it on the camera, but it's all pretty steep hill. So working off a sweat now. Coming back is going to be maybe a little easier, but when you're pulling a sled like this downhill, that poses some problems too. You almost got to kind of let the sleigh go ahead of you. If not, it'll keep hitting the backs of your legs. Whew. Oh, looks like somebody got a little boil up area made here. A few benches, some leftover firewood. All right, we made it. So probably about a half an hour walk from the tent, I guess. So not too bad at all. I had to put snowshoes on because later in the afternoon now the snow is starting to get soft, so I was breaking through. But pretty good going for the most part. So I brought 2 batteries for the drill. I got one used up, just put the second one on, so hopefully that'll do us now for the rest of the trip. Woohoo! Now that's what we're looking for, boys. Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. Look at that fish. Holy. Wow, that's one of the biggest fish I've ever caught in these ponds in here. Just an absolute beauty, brook trout. Look at this guy. Woohoo! So I put 2 holes down first, out a little further, and then I just drilled a third one and dropped down the old Newfie spinner. And I only had it down for about less than 30 seconds, I'd say, and this guy latched right onto it. Yes, sir. Woohoo! Oh, what a beauty trout. Well, guys, even if I don't catch another trout the rest of the trip, I'm pretty happy now. What a beauty. Well, it's been slow, so no action since we got that nice trout. That was at least an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago. So it's after 3 p.m. now, and I'm just kind of stashed away in the woods here. So it's kind of, the wind is gusting up and it's kind of cold out on the pond, so I've just been trying to move around as much as I can and keep warm. I did a big lap right around the perimeter of the whole pond there a little while ago, and yeah, I'm just tucked away in the woods here now, watching my lines from in here, and nothing, no action whatsoever, so not even a bite since we got that nice trout. But anyways, I'm going to try to stick it out for another little bit, maybe half an hour or an hour. We'll see how it goes. Then I'm going to make my way back down to the pond that we're camping on, and I'll probably just take my time, fish my way back to camp on that pond. And by that time, it'll be, I don't know, maybe between 5 and 6. Probably be time to call it a day, get the fire going again and get some food and stuff and call her a day. Oh! Aha, we got another keeper, guys. So we're back on our camp pond now. So the tent is just up in the woods behind me here. So this is the spot where we first started out yesterday fishing, and we got another keeper, so not a bad one here. He's big enough to keep, probably 10-11 inches maybe. So I'm going to keep that guy. So that's 3 in total. I got a few smaller ones since I turned the camera on last time, but I threw them all back. So This makes number 3. I'll try to get that hook back down again now, see if we can pick up a couple more before we call it a day. So there seems to be a few trout around this spot now. So this is right out in front of our camp here. I just got another small one. I'm going to throw this one back. I got to tell you, this Newfoundland spinner, I don't know if it's just a coincidence or what, but I've definitely caught more trout so far this weekend on this spinner than anything else that I've tried. This is the spinner that I got the big one on, and I got probably about 3/4 of the trout I've caught on this Newfoundland spinner. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a day on the fishing here soon, so I'm just cleaning up those couple of trout. Yeah, just look at this beautiful trout. Like some pink or orange inside. What a beauty. What's going on, Goose? Goose is still chasing that stick. Unreal, man. I've never seen a dog with so much energy in my life. Millie's been passed out in the tent over there for close to an hour now. She went right in the tent as soon as we got back to camp and went to sleep. She hasn't moved since, so yeah, Goose is still going flat out chasing the stick, and if I just ignore him, he'll just bring the stick back over and drop it right by my feet and whine and cry until I throw it again. So I don't know. He's a different kind of dog, that's for sure. There's no way to tire him out. But yeah, I'm just sitting around the fire now. Just throwing off a ton of heat, really nice. So I had a good chill when I got back. So I'm just gonna sit here by the fire. I got my water boiling for my supper. So we're doing this one tonight: noodles and beef. A delicious and hearty mix of noodles and beef in a stroganoff style mushroom sauce. So I don't know what that's going to be like, but I did the math. There's 700 calories, so should fill me up for tonight. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here by the fire after I eat this for well, let's see what time it is. Yeah, it's almost 7 now, so less than an hour it'll be dark anyways. So I got a feeling once I get this in me and maybe a cup of hot chocolate or something like that, I'll be ready to call it a day, because I'm friggin' exhausted right now. And I'm looking forward to climbing into the sleeping bag and calling it a night. So anyways, we had a good day. The trout were a little more scarce than I was expecting, but that's the way it goes. That's fishing sometimes. So I managed to get 3 keepers out of it. So tomorrow I'm gonna wake up after I have breakfast and coffee and stuff. I'll pack down camp and I'll probably fish again out in front of camp here. I just got 1 trout there that I kept, so I'll probably fish a little bit out in front of camp after I pack up, and then when we go back to trail the next pond back, I've caught trout on that one before as well, so I'll probably stop and drill a few holes there. Might as well try on the way out. I think it's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. Unless the forecast changed, but when I checked on Friday it was calling for sunny and like +5 or 6 degrees, so should be a nice day. So if it turns out to be nice, I'll probably just take my time and do a little bit of fishing on the way back and just enjoy the day. So anyways guys, I don't know how much more filming I'll do tonight. Like I said, just gonna get some food and just crash in the tent. So thanks for following along, and we'll check in later. Good morning. So we're up on the go here. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning. We're going to see the sun today by the looks of it. So the sun is not quite up over the hill back here yet, but we got clear skies. So it should be a nice day. So just doing the regular morning routine now, making a pot of coffee. So I'll sip on that for a little bit and warm up by the fire here. So yeah, we had a good night last night for the most part. I think I was in the tent by 8 o'clock and probably sleep by 8:30 or so. So I was pretty tired. Oh, by the way, the noodles and beef meal that I had last night actually turned out to be really good. I think it was probably the best dehydrated meal I ever had. So yeah, that was good. It actually had some flavor on it, so I enjoyed that. I'll probably buy that one again actually. Anyways, for breakfast this morning, I'm gonna have this one strawberry granola crunch. Yeah, I'll try that out. And then we're gonna pack down camp. So, looking forward to this coffee this morning. So yeah, what I was gonna say last night, I slept solid for the first like four or 5 hours probably, and then I woke up. So yesterday I got something going on with my eye here. Yesterday it was good all day, but around 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon I started to notice like a little bit of discomfort in my left eye, and I didn't think much about it, just went to bed. But I woke up in the middle of the night and my eye was just paining and super like irritated and uncomfortable, and I just looked at it in the with my camera this morning, and it's like really red, bloodshot and puffy, and a lot of discomfort. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, that had me up kind of tossing and turning for a good chunk of the night, from like, I don't know, like 1:30 a.m. or so onwards. So didn't get the best sleep. So looking forward to this coffee now, and hopefully that'll wake me up a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my eye. Hopefully it'll get better on its own the next day or so. If not, I might have to get it checked into, but we'll worry about that later. So yeah, just gonna enjoy some coffee and pack down camp and start to hike her back out the trail. Goose is back at the stick again. Millie got up and had her breakfast, and now she's gone back to bed in the tent. So she'll be absolutely rolled off now when we get home. Millie, well, both of the dogs will be, but especially Millie. She'll be tits up on the couch for the rest of the day and probably tomorrow too. So don't mean to gross anyone out, but that's what I got going on here. Alright guys, we're back on the trail, so I don't think I'm going to bother to stop and fish at all. My eye is absolutely driving me nuts now. It won't stop watering, and yeah, my vision is kind of blurry just because my eye is watering so much. So I'm just going to get out of here. The conditions are really good. It's cold right now, so there's a good crust on the snow. So I'm going to get out of here while the trail conditions are good before things soften up. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to enter that giveaway. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.